Alright, so this is the Flogcast.
Oh, here we go.
Round 13. 13. Is it 13? Is it 12?
It's post-season anyway.
Yeah, it's post-season. Still going, though. Like some other people, still going.
Oh, good thing this start doesn't actually count because I got the round wrong. Alright, so this is the Flogcast for round 12. The emotionally checked out Tiger from Richmond Starburns is here, and I'm joined by...
No, round 13 was right.
No, it's round 12. It was fucking... It's round... Fuck off, it's round 12. Penal,
I know. Round 12 is...
Round 12 was...
Round 12 is the round that's just finished.
Oh, shit, it was... See where I'm at? I don't even know how we do these episodes anymore.
We barely do it when everyone's sober. We've got no chance of probably doing this now.
Usually I'm sober, so that's okay. Take 3. Alright, so this is the podcast for round 13. The emotionally checked out Tiger from Richmond Starburns is here. And I'm joined by the number 1 fan of Tyrone Vickery from Hawthorn, Peensy.
13.
The Andrew Mackey of podcasts from St Kilda, Cookson.
Everyone get your shots. It's the Bay 13 Flogcast drinking game.
And from North, we have our resident defeatist flog, Danzy.
You owe me an apology over the pretzel gate, and you need to see an optometrist very soon.
Optometrist?
Is that how you pronounce it?
Automaton.
Optometrist?
See, we're all struggling. We can't pronounce shit.
Let's call him a
What the fuck's your excuse?
Optometrist, yeah.
There we go.
I think.
You need to see one of them, because you mocked me last week for the pretzel gate. I knew what I saw. Called it. No, there weren't pretzels. Why would they be eating pretzels?
Pretzel when he sees it.
Why would they be eating pretzels? I don't know.
Girl or tears? Who wants to go first?
Oh, I have tears. Over the weekend, we learned of the passing of the great legendary Adam West over the weekend. The first Batman. The best Batman. Yeah, easily the best Batman. The series that was made in the 60s got reruns during the early 90s, and I would watch like every episode after school.
Kapow.
Yeah, kapow. So yeah, he was awesome, and it was sad to.
He was your hero?
Oh, I wouldn't go as far as saying he was my hero, but I mean he was.
Oh, he's Batman, man.
He's pretty cool. He is Batman, so it was sad nonetheless to hear of his passing. Yeah, I think we should all just have a minute of silence.
I'm all for a minute's silence, mate. You know me.
Well, I'll say
Let's all raise a glass to.
That was not a minute. That was like 10 seconds, Cookie. Now go on.
I'll say I've got Goo for the best Star Trek character, Patrick Stewart.
Oh, yes, okay.
We all know you got to do a shoey in a Formula 1 race. Unlike those piss-weak European twats in Hamilton, Rosberg, Gerard Butler...
Gerard Butler.
Whatever.
Gerard.
Patrick Stewart said, I want a shoey. He was demanding a shoey. He was disappointed when Ricardo threw the first shoe away, but that is a man's man. Give him another knighthood.
That is not bad, and that shows a genuine understanding of, or knowledge, or, you know, sometimes you get a celebrity in who doesn't give a shit. He knew what he wanted. That is, you know what I mean? That is a man who follows his F1 closely enough to go,
I'm gonna have another man's sweaty champagne drink.
Champagne, yes. He wanted Ricardo's sweat down his...
Caressing the insides of his throat.
Caressing. Beautiful word. Great word, that.
I have tears for the unfair and ridiculous witch hunt surrounding Alistair Clarkson and his post-game comments.
Or maybe you shouldn't
because,
criticise the umpires.
Well, I think he was perfectly within his rights to criticise the umpires because there were 4 games.
Angry little man.
I watched, I think, 4 games of football this weekend, and
I watched 4 games of football in the final.
No.
There were like 6 in total.
Fucking legend.
No, I'm just saying the umpiring in all 4 of those can only be described as disgraceful. So I think it's right of him to call call the AFL to account and raise the issue, because I mean, if these incompetent nincompoops aren't held to account, then we're just going to see the standard get worse and worse.
It cost us our game. I agree with Penal.
Oh, fuck off! I didn't watch your game, and I wasn't talking about it. So unlucky.
I have tears. I have tears for Alex Fasolo, and Fasolo, the siren had blown. The game was over. Fuck off, mate. That goal meant nothing to you, but it meant a hell of a lot to me, because I had Melbourne from 10 to 19 points, and you should have just thrown that ball into the ground in disgust instead of taking your kick. because 10 to 19 points was paying $7, and I was at the game, and...
Well, you clearly didn't yell loud enough from the MCC. He couldn't hear, so... He
was right in front of me.
Right in front of you.
I was about 4 level. I was on the 4th level, so I was a fair bit above him, but he was right in front of me. And
don't kick it.
Yeah, well, maybe he should have just given up, because
I could win $50. Don't kick it, please.
It would have paid for my day, and it was quite a day. So,
please.
To Fasolo, fuck off. That meant nothing to you. That meant nothing to you. It only meant anything to you and all the flogs who have you in Supercoach, who, if they still have you in Supercoach, are idiots, because your value has plummeted.
There's percentage. So, I mean, he's got to kick the goal.
No, fuck off. It's not going to mean shit. Fuck off, Fasolo. You just did it for the cheap stats. You shit cunt. You cost me money.
Isn't that like what his entire career has been, though? All about the cheap
fucking goals? And it was a one-handed mark too. Like, just fuck that guy.
Oh, Jesus.
Like,
I'm actually I don't bet on football often, and we put some money together. We're like, what are we going to back? And it's like $7. We're thinking 30 and 3s, and we were thinking Clayton Oliver, and I was with a Melbourne supporter. He said Hannon, and then in the end, it was actually too late to place that bet, fortunately. But we backed Fasolo. We backed Melbourne from 10 to 20 at $7, and we're pretty pleased with that, and we're hanging on that all day. And then to have Fasolo rip that at the last minute, fuck that guy. Why is he even playing? He was meant to be depressed. Like,
Jesus. Yeah, fuck you, Fasolo. I wish your mental illness was worse.
Fucking great drugs they got at Collingwood got him back. Like, also what my goob literally before Fasolo kicked that goal was for the AFL seemingly getting some decent grand final entertainment in the Killers, but I'm really not happy with Alex Fasolo right now, and I have to say that.
What is it with drunk people hating on Fasolo?
Well, he cost me money.
He's a forward. He's having a set shot at goal. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, the game was over. He could not affect the result. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, but there's percentage at place.
Oh, mate, they're not playing finals. If he doesn't kick the goal, it's better for their draft position.
It makes him look worse if he just decides to put the ball on the ground.
Could kick out the full. Could have kicked out in the full.
Well, how was he to know?
I was so pumped. I thought I was going to have Goofer Jack Watts for the goal he kicked, put it back to 10 points, but clearly the planets have not aligned for me to ever have Goofer Jack Watts. So instead, I have tears for Fasolo.
Will not be counted.
Yeah, exactly. So instead, I have tears for Fasolo for being typically Alex Fasolo and making it all about him.
Yeah, like last week, right?
Yeah, like last week.
Oh, that's rough for him. Jesus, I mean, he hasn't really done anything wrong.
He didn't need to kick that goal.
How much did you stand to win? If
it was only about
one between 10 and 20 points.
It was only 35 each.
Oh, well, what are you complaining about?
That was my beers that was basically my beers for the day. They would have paid for my day, and you know what? I had a pretty good day. So
what are you complaining about?
Doesn't sound like it now.
Because Fasolo didn't need a fucking. Actually, it was about half my beers for the day, but Fasolo didn't need to. He didn't need to do it. Why did he do it? Fuck you, Fasolo. I've literally.
How dare you have a set shot at goal?
I've literally never collected on a football bet. Plenty on the nags, but never on the football. And Fasolo's he's continued to fuck me. That guy, I had it. It was right there.
Right in front of you as well.
Right in front of me. It was in my hand. It was in my hands. And I was with a Melbourne supporter, and he was all pumped, and I just couldn't be excited for him because Alex Fasolo cost me money.
You weren't going to get your $35.
Exactly right. My beer money. Fasolo cost me my beer money, and it's got to be said. I'm not.
So are you going to view Fasolo for the rest of your life in that sort of disdain sort of?
I think I will, because you know what? If Melbourne had blown them out and won by 30 points, I would have said, "Oh shit, that sucks." But because they were 10 points
you
up,
wouldn't have blamed Melbourne for winning.
No, because they were 10 points up before Fasolo took that kick. I'm going to say, "Fuck you, Fasolo." No,
fuck you, Melbourne. For winning
you could have made my day out basically cost neutral, and you didn't, because you're all about the Supercoach points and the fucking winning the gold trophy that Morgs is going to steal anyway. And yeah, so he doesn't think about the common man.
So what
do you have to say about Petrarca missing 2 very easy set shots?
Well, he kicked 3 goals. He did his job.
Well, he should have had 5 if he was any good.
Penal, this is about Alex Fasolo and how selfish he is.
But if the Melbourne players kicked straight, then they would have won by 14 points.
Well, they might have won by more. If they kick straight, they might have won by more than 19, and then maybe my tears would be for Jack Watts for kicking the last goal. But instead, it's for Fasolo, and Fasolo can go and get fucked.
No, but here we go. If Petrarca kicks the 2 easy goals that he missed, then the margin would have been 20 points, and then you would have had goo for Alex Fasolo for cutting.
No, it was 10 to 19 points. So see, you're wrong.
No. That would have been 20 points, and then Fasolo kicks a goal to bring it down to 14.
Why?
You cannot predict what's going to happen after a certain you can't predict that Fasolo's going to get that kick.
Why didn't you back Fasolo to be the last goal scorer of the match then?
I don't think they even run that market, Dan.
I think they do.
No, you
should have had the foresight to sort of go, you know what, I think my man Fasolo, probably going to kick the last goal of the game after the siren. And
your man Fasolo. When did Fasolo become your man?
No, your man Fasolo, not mine.
He's not my man. He's not my man.
Well,
he's like the opposite.
He's not anymore.
He's the opposite of my man. He's my anti-man.
Anti-man Fasolo. Well, I'm going to back...
He's my Batman villain.
Yeah,
he's my Andrew Mackie.
He's
my Damien Hardwick. He's my new Hardwick.
I think this is very harsh on Fasolo. He's just doing his thing. I mean, how's he to know some pissed little midget in the MCT is riding on his kick? I mean, come on.
Well, they don't. I don't think they.
Fasolo, don't kick the goal. I got money
Thanks
on you.
for that, Will Minson.
No, fuck Fasolo. And you know what? Robbo was right. He came back too quickly. What with the drugs?
Oh. Just Fasolo kicking. Jesus. Poor guy hasn't even done anything wrong.
Yeah, he could have just walked away. He could have spat the dummy. He could have spat the dummy. People would have believed him and let him off.
He could have just stopped.
Just stop.
And those rounds that I never should have bought would be.
Well, is that Fasolo's fault too? Is it?
No, but then they wouldn't have hurt me so badly. I'd be like, hey, at least I might feel like shit, but my wallet's not gonna. And it's about winning. It's about being right sometimes. And Fasolo's just sort of torn the Flogstradamus from me. Really,
You said you're having a good day. What are you complaining about?
Well, it was a really good day till Fasolo ruined it.
Well, you had a moral victory then.
Yes.
Mate, moral victories are for St Kilda supporters. Sorry, Cookie, but honestly, I've done all my energy for the whole episode right there. So let's go to the recaps. Melbourne Collingwood, I think we'll begin with.
Yeah, Jesus, well, I haven't got up. Where's Morgan, by the way? Is she not here? She squibbed it?
Well, Morgan. I don't know. Are you saying she squibbed it?
Well, I mean, she calls me a squib every time I don't come on in the North, either win or lose. I don't come on and I've squibbed
Maybe
it.
she soloed it.
I mean, yeah, mate. No, I wouldn't go that far.
Can I just say before? Actually, I meant to say tears. I meant to say goo for the AFL getting the Killers. Great act, but
Yeah, they're not too bad.
I'm actually genuinely pumped for that. People will be surprised by how good they are live. It might not come through on the TV, but if you're at the game or the concert, yeah. Sorry, go on.
Oh yeah, Morgan just quit and she didn't turn up because Collingwood lost. Yeah, I wonder how upset she would have been after the game. She would have been pissed, absolutely pissed, which would have been funny to see.
Imagine if her team had lost and she missed out on $35 in a bet. I would not want to be a car in the MCG car park if that were the case.
Yeah, God.
No, I would not either, because if it looked like Alex Fasolo's car, I would have keyed the fuck out of that.
Yeah, I didn't tip Collingwood. I think I did tip Collingwood. Jesus. How many did you guys tip this round? This round was
3.
just complete.
I got 2, but
I think 2.
Adelaide, Melbourne, Gold Coast. I got.
I told you this was an average fucking competition. All the favourites are losing it.
Oh no, I tipped Essendon. Good job, mate.
Well, the only people saying it's average competition are people like you, Dan, who just can't read the tea leaves.
He's right, though. He's right.
I'm right, though. It is average. It's terrible. Whoever's lucky enough to play GWS in the grand final is going to win the premiership.
So Hawthorn, they're pretty lucky, right?
Yeah, probably. Congratulations, Hawthorn.
It's
play GWS.
It's going to happen.
Maybe for Solo, we'll kick the winning goal after the siren.
No, he only kicks it when there's nothing on the line in the match. There's something on the line to the average punter, and that person can get something out of it, whereas it's all for his personal gain and nothing for the team, but it's all about me and what I could have had.
But think about all the glory he would have if he was the guy who kicks the winning goal in a grand final. Surely he'd do that for himself, if nothing else.
Nah, it's greedy.
Yeah, he is. He's not thinking about the guys who back the other team.
What do you want from him then? I mean,
I want him to just be as shit as he's been for most of the season.
Well, I think maybe to reverse it, you have to back him for the first goal scorer next week. That's assuming.
You mean when they're on the bye?
They got the bye next week.
They do. Good on you, Dan. You're the worst. You're the worst sports player.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't know they had the play.
Don't
grab moral high ground over me.
Put money on Alex Fasolo first goal kicking, mate.
Because he kicked the goal.
I don't care. They'll be playing whoever their opponent is average and shit.
It's been an average year. I mean, it's just not my fault. I mean, you got teams on the top that are average. GWS losing to Carlton. I mean, it doesn't get any more average than that.
It doesn't. So if we've got nothing else on Melbourne, Collingwood with GWS Carlton.
Well, good game.
GWS Rezzi's got a win in the intra-club, which was really surprising.
Toby Green really should have kicked straight. That would have.
Oh, what a shit truck.
Well, that's a bit harsh. He's missed to 23.
Needs to be more like Solo and actually fucking be selfish and kick some goals.
I love
going to be back to Solo.
Fucking course it's like the kids are fucking. Why the fuck did he kick that goal?
This is like the first time I've ever been happy to see a Carlton victory, but my God, it was sweet. It was sweet to watch the fucking Karma bus roll through and hit Toby Green harder than he hit Caleb Daniel.
Collectively, I think most people don't like Carlton, but there'll always be like 1 or 2 games a season where you'll just be rooting for him to win, and this was probably one of them.
And you feel really dirty and unclean afterwards.
Yeah, or you could be... No, never mind. It's okay. I was going to go on another for Solo. I don't know why I won't. Being encouraged. A little idiot that's soaked up about his $35 that he didn't win.
Cruiser played well.
He did. He's had a good purple patch. Everything's gone quiet.
Did you bet on Cruiser, Starburns? Or did you bet on GWS?
Yeah, did you bet on GWS to win? I bet you did. I bet you put the house on GWS and you lost. And you're pissed. Blame for Solo. Do it. It's for Solo's fault. You know it. He passed out.
At the moment I'm betting on the toilet or the couch.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be betting on.
Come on,
God,
this is vomiting.
This gets really quiet and weird when he doesn't say anything.
It's because we're all waiting in anticipation, expecting him to come back, and that he's...
Yeah. Well, if you've got nothing else, do you want to just go on to the next game? That's what we're waiting for. We'll be stuck on Carlton GWS for the next 2 hours if you don't say anything. We can't move on without you.
You're the leader, man.
Help us, Starburns. You're our only hope. Be our Obi-Wan Kenobi. Or Alpha Solo. Be Alpha Solo, please. Be our hero.
Hans for Solo.
Works.
Solo shot first.
Solo and Chewie. Well, he's passed out.
Well, this might be the shortest podcast ever. It's like 10 minutes. Just for Solo bashing for 10 minutes. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Oh, fucking, that means we don't have to talk about our game, so yeah, I'm happy with this turn of events.
Don't talk about my game as well.
Oh, but when the umpires rubbed you in.
We was robbed. I do not fuck Starburns. Let's just move on. Essendon Port. Anyone want to talk about that?
Nope.
Sorry, that game doesn't matter.
Essendon are on the drugs again, I guess, but other than that, no.
Dyson Heppel stocked up on the pretzels.
He did, yeah. Why would they be eating pretzels? I have no idea, but they were, and someone last week was wrong. Very wrong.
Was that Morgan or Starburns?
No, it was Starburns, I think. Why would they be eating pretzels?
Like,
I don't know either, but they were, and God, I'd crack the shits, and
he got salty.
He did.
Brisbane Freo.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care.
Freo lost, but Brisbane
won. They lost. Yay, go Brisbane.
You have teams and players. Shit. Anything on this game, Penal, just think of anything.
I have nothing.
It's not worthy of discussion.
No, it's not.
Other than I looked at the score after the game, saw Fremantle had lost, and was like, "Fuck yes!" But that's really.
It's a feel-good moment for all.
But good for a young developing side to get some wins along the way to boost their confidence, and even better if those wins are against a side like Fremantle.
And now we have the Thursday night game of Cola versus Bathwater. I didn't watch this game.
No, didn't watch this game either.
The Dogs just didn't turn up. I don't know. Like you have to be pretty shit to lose to Sydney in Sydney this year. Like even Collingwood and Hawthorn have beaten the Swans over there. So I think Vesti's got it right when he says this is the worst premiership defence of all time.
2009 is worse.
Nah,
he's awake.
When you factor in all the umpire-assisted wins that the Dogs have had this year,
I was about to leave.
Comfortably worse than 2009.
You're about to leave. You are worse. You are nearly as bad as Fasolo, Dan.
I'm not going to do awkward pause silences for 2 hours just because you've passed out.
I didn't know you awkwardly paused. I went and had a drink, and then I started to think about whether I could be fucked coming back.
You've had something more to drink, have you?
Well, water, mate. Water.
Water.
Just
no,
leave me alone, man.
Leave me alone. I hate Fasolo. He cost me $35.
He did.
You've got
I ruin lament everything.
The best hangover cure is to actually keep drinking. So I don't know why you're reaching for the water. You'll regret it tomorrow.
Oh, fuck it. There's no public holidays here on Tuesday, man. This weekend was not meant to go this way. But with dogs versus the Colas, yeah. Fuck the Dogs for losing that. And, yeah.
Did you bet on the Dogs?
Well, glad I didn't. But, you know what? I probably would have. They weren't very good, were they? They were very... Their bathwater was about as productive as what I've been drinking today. So, they were sort of, yeah.
Bontempelli is overrated now.
Well, he's still better than Jack Billings, so...
30 or 5 or get the fuck out.
Oh,
I agree. Jack Billings is only worth a third rounder at best.
Absolutely. Like, pick 88, really.
Just because Hawthorn are getting desperate.
I'm really tired, man. I don't give a fuck about this game.
Just skip it. We did that for the last 2 games.
Oh, what other games did we skip?
Essendon, Port, and Brisbane
Port.
Freo.
Oh, yeah, fuck those games. Fuck Essendon and fuck Freo.
And Fasolo.
Good, yeah, fuck. Oh, it goes without saying, fuck the solo. Like, that guy. Like, why the fuck did he need to go back and kick that goal? Like,
can I just say,
the game was
obviously,
over. He could not affect the result. What was he doing? Except showing off.
Being a forward for the Collingwood, and he had a set shot.
He was just fucking showing off to everybody.
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
He was. He was like, oh, Melbourne can't win. Let's make it about me.
So we had a Dan was right moment with the fucking pretzel thing there. Can I just say that hashtag Penal was right when I said Port Adelaide weren't a good football side. I was thinking of you, Penal, as I watched that game, and not in a weird way, but I was thinking of the whole thing that Port haven't beaten anyone good, and you were right. Yeah, it was quite apparent that Port have not beaten anyone any good, and Essendon just proved that. Essendon are slightly above average, and Port could not beat them. That sounded really weird.
Yeah, it was.
I want to go to bed.
I want to go to bed.
Fuck you, Dan. Fuck you, man.
So I got a headache. Fasolo, I hate you.
You'll be having dreams about Fasolo tonight.
No.
Or in the next 10 minutes if I can't shape it.
Any other games? Or did we go through them all?
Hawthorn lost to Gold Coast. That was pretty funny.
Oh, Penal,
Yeah,
what happened?
Pretty disgraceful umpiring happened. That's what I thought.
I did not see that at all.
There was some horrendous on the balls not paid, but at the same time it went both ways, and Hawthorn just needed to adjust, and they did not, and they just were not the better team on the day, and too many spuds like Josh Gibson and Hodge didn't play. Josh Gibson and Paul Puopolo and Ryan Burton and
James Sicily.
James Sicily and
Billy Hartung.
Billy Hartung.
Oh, Billy Hartung he's probably the most frustrating player that has pulled on the Hawthorn jumper since Bo.
I was about to say Bo Dowler. Mitch Thorpe.
Yeah, Thorpe only played 2 games, but yeah, probably since Bo Dowler, he's a massive disappointment. You'd think with Bradley Hill out of the side, chance to make the step up.
Would you put him in the Fasolo range of disappointment, or not that bad?
Fasolo does it on purpose, mate.
No, I think Hartung does it on purpose as well. He is a Fasolo out of 10.
Wow.
But since you mentioned fucking Gibson and Puopolo, yeah, Gibson has been shit all year. We all know that, and yeah, it's time to fucking put Puopolo out to pasture as well and start giving more games to kids.
Send poo-poo to the manure factory.
Other
You just
than
called Puopolo poo-poo? You called him poo-poo. Why on the... Is that like a racist sort of undertone sort of joke, or...
No, you're racist for thinking it's about race, Dan.
I mean, I'm sure he's not the first person.
You are alluding to the colour of skin when you say poo.
Oh, that's Suze-esque, mate. That's Lindsay Thomas's dirty.
Didn't know you were such a racist or pissed. It's disappointing.
Speaking of fucking players who are a massive disappointment, Aaron Hall squibbing the contest. That was, yeah, he's a poor man's Motlop at this point.
No, but Motlop's never bogginated. Boggy.
The Bogginator. Gary Ablett was still
10,
good.
Well, at Hawthorn,
10 minutes longer than I wanted to talk about this game for.
Clarko needs to stop crying and
he was
focus on being a good coach instead of trading all these good players away, and you reap what you sow.
No, Clarko was right.
What else?
There was no other games this round.
Well, Cookie had all the talking points for us, so go.
No, there was a game involving the Crows and Rory, which I think we should at least talk about Rory.
I like Rory, but I don't give a fuck about this game.
Probably the most easily tagged midfielder in the competition.
Well, the Crows still won, you cunt. So
yeah, but every time he gets a tag, he goes Cochin-esque, disappears.
Oh, don't you disparage Trent Cochin? What is it with you and disparaging all these Richmond champions from All Australian Jobs?
Trent Cochin is a Richmond champion.
What is it with you? What are you? Are you a Richmond troll, Dan?
A Richmond racist or something?
Yeah, like leave our Brownlow medalist alone.
Since when is Trent Cochin a champion?
We won a Brownlow.
So did Shane.
So did Shane Woden.
That was a different time.
Oh, a different time.
Yeah. That was back when Spuds like Corey McKernan topped the votes, mate.
I didn't even go up Rory Sloane last week and he still played like shit.
Maybe you put the kiss of death on him by saying he'd be shit still.
I didn't even got my own team and we still played like shit. We need a new strategy, new players, just fucking new everything.
New coach.
New coach?
No, coach is alright.
I was going to say, because you're going to have Al.
Change a game plan up.
I don't know about the coach thing, because surely in his fourth year you'd be wanting a bit more. And like, if this was a big club like Richmond, Collingwood, or Hawthorn, the coach would be coming under a lot of pressure now, I think.
We just need a new strategy because the game plan's not working. But who would have thought bombing it in repeatedly doesn't work? I am shocked.
McCann's not very good, he's too fat.
Fix it up, Alan Rickman.
He's dead, man.
Yeah, Hans Gruber.
That's why you're not.
Die
You coach.
Come on. He's still falling out of the Nakatomi Tower or whatever it's called.
You kick more goals if you had Alex Vasolo, and then maybe it would help you out, but it wouldn't help me. Seriously, fucking Vasolo. He was depressed a week ago, and now he's okay. Like what? Robbo was right, because how is that guy playing football again if they're announcing that he's depressed? He should be taking a year off like Cam McCarthy, not fucking my bets.
I've just got to say, myself, Dan and Penal do not endorse this message. I repeat, we do not endorse this message.
I doubt Chief even endorses this message. This might be the last thing people allow us to do. Although, that being said, Dan suggesting off with their dicks last week might have, if that didn't kill it, then this probably won't.
Yeah, you went with that with the title. I never said off with their dicks.
Yeah, you
can't quote me with that.
Wanted to castrate them, Theon Greyjoy style, mate.
That was one thing we could do to those terrorists, and nothing has happened since I made those remarks last week. We haven't had a terrorist attack. Coincidence?
Yeah, but no one promised to do it, so you can't claim a moral victory.
I can and I will. It makes more sense than you going off on Fasolo for kicking a goal for his team after the siren because you didn't win your $35.
He's selfish, mate.
Well, beer money.
Oh, look, okay, Dan. Never complain about your money and your beer money and your fucking lotto tickets and all that other shit. I guess you didn't win a lotto.
No, I didn't. And you don't hear me complaining about it, do you? Oh, the machine didn't pick the right numbers.
If Alex Fasolo switched numbers at the last minute...
The lotto machine is selfish. It didn't pick my numbers. How dare the machine not pick my numbers?
If Alex Fasolo fucked with your numbers, you'd be pissed off, wouldn't you, Dan?
I'm going to go in there and I'm going to hack that machine like I do with the terrorists. I'm going to get that machine and destroy it. The machine didn't pick my numbers right. I'm so upset. I'm angry.
I just really want to go to sleep.
You know who else is selfish? Terrorists. So I think we should cut off Alex Fasolo's dick.
No father sons for Collingwood. Fasolo style.
Just push on. Yeah, come on, hurry up. Next talking point.
The only talking points I got was like, well, Clarko having got umpires.
Well, that's angry little midget. I mean, that's what he does.
Normal.
He gets upset over shit. I mean, yeah.
We'll say I think it was very wrong.
It's an improvement that he didn't punch anything.
It was very, very wrong for him to be fined.
And if he's upset with an umpire, it's a good thing he didn't try
campaign against Hawthorn. But I am glad that they did at least let him donate the fine to the Cure for MND Foundation instead of it lining
What
the
a
cost.
shifty bastard, Clarko.
Maybe he could have given Starburns $35 or something.
Yeah,
something good will come out.
I'd have been a little bit more happier.
You should have donated $35 to Starburns.
You would have been less anti for Solo of an episode. Oh well. He's just going to hate on for Solo for the rest of the year and probably years to come.
And I'm not bleeping that, Chief. He's a shit cunt. Is that all the talking points, Cookie?
Well, there was Essendon always being late on the field to stop opposition clubs getting their banners up.
They're just like for Solo. They make it all about them. It's true.
Off with their dicks, all of them.
Well, yeah, but if you cut their dicks off, it would be about the same as injecting them with shit, because apparently that doesn't help them reproduce either.
I still want Father Sons from Goddard's.
Yes, well, apparently Nathan Lovett Murray, his unborn daughter, was harmed by the...
Yeah, actually, I feel bad about making that comment. That's the only one. That's the only thing I feel bad about is making that comment.
Which it seemed odd to have
you don't feel bad about the solo stuff?
No, fuck him.
No,
but
fuck
Essendon stuff, that's actually real.
But yeah, it seemed odd having him at
They're
the
real
game,
people. Solo's not.
And
Solo's not a real person.
No, he's a cockhead.
Thanks, Clarko. But how shifty is it having the fucking James Hird Academy?
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is fucking disgrace former coach, James Hird.
Is it a chocolate cooking class or something? What is it?
No, it's like their fucking Tullamarine Area Academy or something, and they're
letting all the young kids be in an academy named after James Hird, and yet James Hird is effectively affecting how many young kids are actually going to come through that academy.
He's a stain on our game. And now he gets to fucking stain the game further with his name all over everything.
Imagine if he was Alex Fasolo. It'd be far worse.
Oh no.
The Alex Fasolo goal kicking academy, it's going to happen one day.
The Alex Fasolo cunt shit academy, mate. Anything else in the talking points, Cookie? Good.
This was the podcast for round 12, 13, whatever round it was.
This week on the Bay. Flog of the week, Alex Fasolo.
No, I don't think we can give Alex Fasolo a flog of the week.
I bet he has an account to read up on himself. That's the sort of man he is. I'm sure when he hears this episode, he'll take great joy out of my misfortune.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
Yeah. That's the sort of man he is.
Still ranting about Fasolo?
Of course.
Mate, until I sober up, and that's not going to happen until I just stop. So, I don't care. I just want to go to sleep, man.
Should we have just done this on Tuesday? We can just stop now. Just stop. Just stop.
It's going to be done in less than an hour. This is groundbreaking. Gone in 60 seconds. 60 minutes.
Unprecedented.
Just move on to this week on the Bay.
I actually liked the thread, but then Alex Fasolo ruined it for me, so I can't.
Oh, God. If I hear one more Fasolo rant, I'm leaving.
Cookie, what's the Dermy and Montagna thing? Because I saw that in the thing. You posted that, but I didn't know what happened.
Dermot Brereton decided to start talking shit about Montagna, I think on SEN on some article. I didn't read it because I have a life, but pretty much then Montagna responded and called him back, and they all apologized and hugged it out. But apparently,
he called him a Rockcliffe, basically. Just accusing him of being soft and not.
There's only one Tommy Rockcliffe.
And the fact that Montagna has sort of bitten at it probably suggested there may be some truth to what
Montagna has been a bit soft.
Yeah, he sounds very polite about the whole thing, does Montagna? Like a fucking very Mackie-esque of him, dare I say, because like a real player would have just fucking ripped Dermy to shreds or something.
But the reason why Dermy did this, though, is because you remember how he had Scott Waters as coach, the useless midget dwarf. Kind of
Tyrion.
like a host.
Remember when fucking Plugger said he was so much better coach than Ross Lyon and that he was bound to lead St Kilda to their next flag before he edited the post?
We all make mistakes. Plugger made a rare mistake then.
Regular mistake, but okay.
Plugger's only mistake ever.
But yeah, Montagna hired the dwarf to get back at Scott Portis. I don't know if everyone knows this. And then, because Dermot tries to protect his friends, he says, I'm going to have a go at these people.
I reckon this isn't the first time this has happened either with Dermy and Waters.
Dermy, Waters was a shit coach. And the dwarf prank was expected.
Anything else?
Surprised Dermot Brereton managed to keep it under 2,000 words.
You should not mock a man for making progress.
I generally
This is going to clearly be the most weirdest, messed up, stupidest, shortest podcast ever created.
Don't knock it for being short. What's wrong with you?
What? Because you're short?
You've been all about us being shorter, and you get what you want, and now you fucking sook it up like some sort of Alex Fasolo.
Moving on to this week on the Bakers, Fifey is too inebriated to host. Any friend recommendations?
Cookson, can I change my goo from the Killers to Cookson for literally just picking up the slack like
Like Fasolo?
No, Fasolo doesn't pick up the slack. He works for himself, not the team. Like some sort of Christian Petrarca, really. And picking up the slack and just going with it.
Going with it.
Mm.
Fight the ocean and you will drown. Whatever, Fred of the week. Just list random Freds.
About going to the opera shop.
That was good. That was pretty good.
I like someone bumping. I didn't even open it, but the fact that it was bumped. The plugger, How's Ross line. No, not that one, because some moron put a backfire tag on it.
Oh, did they? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I do know that Squib Morgs.
It was you.
It wasn't me.
It was you. Yeah, it was.
I wasn't backfiring it. I said extended pit stop. I didn't backfire it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you didn't. You probably
Are you accusing me of being an Alex Fasolo?
Yes. You're more Alex Fasolo than Alex Fasolo himself.
Them's fighting words, man.
Yeah. What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to call you an Andrew Swallow.
It doesn't offend me in the slightest.
How about
my thread of the week is the Alex Fasolo player watch thread on the Collingwood board.
You're an asshole. You are a real asshole. And I hope New Zealand don't let you win. Because, you know what? They fucking lost in the Champions Trophy, but they didn't have the excuse of all the washouts like we did, so fuck you and fuck New Zealand.
Yes, they do, because they were robbed by the rain, because they were going to beat Australia.
No, they weren't.
Australia were going to beat Bangladesh, so it all evens out in the end, but the important thing is the head-to-head record, which New Zealand would have won.
Listen, Australia won the important World Cup. The Poms, they can jack themselves silly over this trophy because they know they're fucked come Ashes time. Because we have actual summers.
No rain.
Moffra's Fred was also pretty good. The iconic images that summarise a playing career.
Oh yeah, I like those threads. That was a nice thread. Good one, Cookie. Good call.
Let's just give it to Moffra because I'm fucking lazy.
Without Flog of the Week.
Yes,
you,
Flog of the week.
easily, you are the Flog of the Week. You can be Flog of the Week for the next month. What are you, for solo bullshit for the last hour?
It's always moral flog, man. I don't care if it makes him sad either. He's just like...
Yeah, asshole. You're worse than Robbo.
Solo Flog of the Week, man. I think we're agreed on that, yeah?
No, we're not. No, not even close. Not even close. You are the clear Flog of the Week.
Can I nominate Lefroy because I think he's the clear example of the theory Starburns had about the fucking Essendon hot topic board thing, making people seem like better posters than they are. And now that he doesn't have that fucking hat to hang on anymore, he's just he's up there with Tazhawk in the fucking spam flog variety.
Well, at least Penal's got some originality, Dan. You need to step up.
No, I don't need
There's a vote for
You're
Solo
a
West
clear
nomination
flog.
from you before, and it was...
Unlike you and the rest of the gang that nominates me for petty little shit, I have a legitimate reason to nominate you because you've been a complete flog for the last hour, blaming for Solo for your bet, your little $35 bet, your beer money that you didn't win, or because he decided to kick a goal after the siren, which he's supposed to do.
No, he's not supposed to. He's a
Because he's selfish.
bastard.
Selfish,
Fuck you.
yeah. Okay. You are flog of the
Makes
week.
you a selfish bastard if you sympathise
Flog
with that sort
of
of man.
the week. No.
I've got to nominate Black Flag for showing up and posting.
Yeah, that's floggish, but it's not as floggish as Starburns and the Fasala shit.
Let's nominate the cause of Starburns issues, that random guy he was drinking with.
No, he's a good bloke. Give it to the Solo.
I have to also nominate Bokanon because that guy's a...
He souped
Shit
it up
cunt.
in the Batuta advocate thread over nothing.
He is because fucking GWS supporters that have been like supporting the game for 6 months and have thinner skins than fucking for Solo.
Yeah.
We'll go for Broken On then.
You guys go with whatever you want. I know who flog of the week is.
You know, we'll have Flog of the Week.
Can we give it to Dan? Can we give it to Dan for trying to derail the episode?
That's
Right.
That's right. For derailing the episode. You are a moron.
No agreement on that?
No, absolutely. Even they're saying
Shut
no.
up, Dan. This is about
you.
you.
Won't win them over on this.
Not this week. Not this week.
No. You are an idiot.
I'm an idiot, so does that make me the Alex Solo of podcasts?
No, it makes you the lethality of...
More like Travis Cloak, I think. See, at least the good thing about Cloaky is he would have missed that shot.
Yeah, no, he would have
Probably
kicked out the full, and I'd have kept
Kicked
my
it
money.
straight out on the full.
Yeah,
And that would have been considerate of Clokey for doing
good
that.
bloke, Clokey. I think we're up to next week's games.
Yeah, next week's game.
What a quick episode.
Yeah, I love it. It's fantastic. I don't have to do any editing tomorrow. It's going to be great.
Person
We'll
roll.
just get Rich to put the unedited version up.
No. We got to cut all the nasty stuff out.
No, screw that. Let's see everyone
like where
who you
Dan
really
said
are,
really
yeah?
mean things about me.
Let's hear what Starburns really has to say. Yeah, we'll go with Cookson's cut. Yeah,
Get it up by midnight if we smash through it.
there we go. We'll be off there in 10 minutes, and then it'll be on.
Yeah, well, get us off there.
You're
Come on,
right.
go to bed.
Well, alright, first game of round 13, West Coast versus Geelong at Boobiaco.
Where's the coin?
Oh, fuck the coin. I don't have a coin on me.
Fuck you guys. This is going to
Well,
take
I have the TV remote.
You're gonna flip the TV. Oh, he's already started.
No. Just tips. Just go for it. Use whatever implementation you want.
West Coast. I'm
Okay.
using my brain.
brain power.
They call me Brain Power. Well, actually, no one even calls me that. But
No, why did you even bother changing your name in the first place?
I don't know.
How did you come up with brain power, anyways?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But to tell you the truth, for like the last couple of months, I've sort of been hoping that Caden Brand guy turns into a good player, so I can change my name to Brand Power and have that Brand Power.
Oh, I've heard enough. I've heard enough.
But unfortunately, he's a complete spud.
Next
He
game.
gives away 50
Yeah, I've got
meter
Geelong.
He cost you the game by giving away that 50 metres just quietly, where Ainsworth actually missed it.
It did cost us a game,
But because it didn't cost Penal any money, he's not a shit person.
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay.
No, it's just a potato.
Because
Just
that
potato.
game was still alive. Like,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and that miss would have been soul sucking.
Yeah. North Melbourne versus St Kilda. North.
Saints.
North.
North. St Kilda have an overrated shit coach that they need to sack and bring back Scott Waters.
With a shit game plan.
I agree. Bring back Scott Waters.
I'd want Fifey to coach instead of Scott Waters. Drunk Fifey. Guaranteed success. Gotta believe Fifey. And, well, speaking of, great coaches, we have Hardwick versus Sydney.
Go fuck yourself.
Richmond. Yeah. Hard,
Richmond by 10 goals.
Yeah, easily.
Richmond.
And further cement their spot in the top 4 with super coach Damien Hardwick.
Your tip, Starburns?
I said go fuck yourself.
That's not a tip.
A valid team.
That is the best you're getting out of me right now.
Port Adelaide versus...
Hurry up, honestly.
Port Adelaide versus Brisbane. I don't give a fuck, so Port.
Game doesn't matter.
Port.
Adelaide.
Port.
Gold Coast versus Carlton. Gold Coast.
Coasters.
Carlton. Liam Jones. All-Australian key defender.
Gold.
Made
Gold.
Jeremy Cameron look like Mitch Thorpe.
And the last game of the round, we have Western Bulldogs versus Melbourne.
Dogs. Wait, who will the umpires be going for this week?
Dogs.
Fuck, that's going to be hard to tell.
We would never know. They're probably going to go for bathwater, though. And, well, that was the Flogcast for round 13.
Yeah, what a great podcast it was, too.
And,
But hey, you've always been about making it shorter. You dead.
I don't think. Maybe, but not this weird, rambling, drunken,
like some sort of
Fasolo hating podcast.
Just like fuck is.
Yeah, so we've actually neglected to skip over the questions, and I think there were a couple of great ones here.
I always skip the questions.
So here is one for you, Starburns. It's from Le Grill.
Grill? What the fuck is that?
It's the Simpsons quote. That username makes me laugh. The profile picture is of Homer trying to set up the grill in the backyard, and he butchers it.
Seriously, what the fuck's the question?
Is it wrong that this podcast is my first stop for league-wide news and opinion?
Well, prior to this week, I would have said no.
Let's go for yes.
I think we've hit a valley this particular week.
So I'd like to turn that question around. I'd like to turn that question around on Le Grill, and ask Le Grill if this podcast is still his first stop next week.
Smeghead asks...
Test his loyalty, I think. Good call, Penal.
Smeghead asks, will Penal now consider moving himself and his milk to Bangladesh?
Absolutely not. It's a shithole of a country. They just got lucky in
Geelong, yeah?
Yeah, with the wind in the cricket. The wind was against New Zealand.
Is it 12 run win or something? Or?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like
that. Red Vest 4 asks, when will Hawthorn fold?
Soon, maybe next week.
Yeah, I reckon.
I've got a question. When will Red Vest become a good poster? I might be waiting a while on
that one. Maybe not next week.
Well, we've got the bye next week at least, so we can delay merger talks for another week.
But yeah, this has been the Flogcast for round 13.
Oh, thank God.
Co-hosting.
It's come to an end. Just kill it already.
Co-hosting is the sober, sane one in Cookson, surprisingly, and Alex Fasolo hating, angry midget, drunken Starburns.
Yeah, this is some weird role reversal going on.
It's fucking Freaky Friday or Mad
Stand
Monday,
by for Solo.
Seriously, my headset's fallen off like 10 times this episode. It's fucking ridiculous.
Also, joining me is someone who's can't wait to just fuck off, Dan.
Yep, see ya, goodbye. This has been weird. And, yeah, I've got no words, really. Huh?
It's surreal.
You're weird.
I'm weird. Coming from you, you've out-weird me, and I've been weird for, like, the past 6 months. You've gone past me completely. You've Mitch Roberts completely. Gone past me.
I think not Mitch Robinson, man. He's a best and fairest winner.
Is he? Did he win the best and fairest?
In a 5-way tie.
Oh my god, you'll probably get
At
it.
Carlton or Brisbane.
At Brisbane.
Either of them are pretty bad.
Oh, he's no Fasolo, was he?
No, Fasolo would never do that.
Actually, you know what? He's the one spider I would be okay with if he did get a chairing off when he retires.
Rubbish bin? Or
Yeah.
Fasolo?
Why?
Fasolo.
Oh, fuck you. Okay, no, fuck you.
Yeah. Hopefully he plays like game 200 against Richmond and then gets chaired off.
I'll spit on him, mate.
And then
You would too. That's what Richmond supporters do.
it'll be like Reece Shaw all over again, except Starburns won't feel bad afterwards.
And also joining us is the voice of sanity in this episode, Penal.
Yep, they don't call me brain power for nothing.
Your brains suck.
Thanks for listening. This could be the last time, I'm not sure, but please direct any complaints to Starburns inbox.